All right, I think we're live. Hey, everybody, happy Tuesday, I guess it is today, if I remember right. A little impromptu video here. I had an idea, and based on just working with a lot of customers, hundreds of clients, thousands of users, and I'm just seeing too many people making a big mistake with their cold outreach strategy. And what people are trying to do is, I call them, try to get Walmart leads. They're using a Walmart like cheap sales process to try to get high value customers, and it's really a recipe for disaster. And just over time, I've just kind of gotten a little bit tired of working with customers who, and not to take this offensively or anything, but working with customers who want to use a cheap process, try to fully automate their cold outreach strategy with high value prospects. And then I see them not get the results, and then they're wondering why. Is it the tool? Is it this? Is it that? Is it the copy? It's honestly, it's the strategy. So what I want to do in this video is just kind of explain here the benefits of aligning your cold outreach strategy with the value of your prospects. So right now, what people are doing is they're trying to go after these high value prospects with a low effort, and they're going after a lot of leads, right? So what people are trying to do is they're trying to get this massive lead list, right? And use a turn and burn, copy and paste email sequence and send as many emails as they possibly can that, of course, don't really land in the primary inbox, right? They normally land in spam. Okay, so and I see this consistently. Now, the rise of cold email, of course, has made, and automated tools like Upticks has made this process, it's made it easier to do. But guess what? The market's adapted. This strategy, we're seeing more and more not work like it used to, because people are used to seeing this strategy, this low effort strategy, going after high value prospects. And it just doesn't make any sense. So cold email is, of course, one of the cheapest ways that you can do that. And what we're seeing now is, if you're doing automated cold email, say you're prospecting 1,000 leads in a month and you send 3 emails in a sequence, you'd be lucky to get even one customer out of that. Okay. And the reason is there's only 3 ways to get results with cold email now. It's high volume, it's hyper personalization, or it's what I call stacking and looping, which doesn't really align with what people are trying to do with giving low effort and get high value customers. Okay, this might come as a surprise to many people, but you actually need to align your effort with the value of your customers and your prospects. Okay, now maybe you have the benefit of low value customers and high total addressable market, in which case, great, low effort, low value works. Okay, but what you don't want to do with these low value customers is you don't want to put in high effort, right? So it's fine to align a low effort strategy with a low value offer. But I'm seeing too many times people doing a low effort strategy with high value prospects. I'll use one example: recruiters. We have a lot of recruiters that use our platform. So and staffing agencies. So I'm seeing a lot of people in that space, in other spaces. I'm not trying to pick on anybody here. I'm seeing too many people going after this high value customers. In the staffing recruiting space, oftentimes, to do a placement, $10, $20, $30,000, $40,000, just depends on. So to send automated cold emails at scale to try to get high value prospects, it doesn't make sense. Your clients don't respect that. Okay, it's a respect game at that point when you're going after high value prospects. It's not about how good your copy is. Okay, I'm not saying you can't automate emails, but what you might want to consider doing if you are automating emails, is at least personalizing them at scale. So I call these AI personalized emails. So again, there's only 3 ways to get results with cold email. It's high volume, it's hyper personalization, or it's stack and loop. Okay. So you can do personalized emails at scale. Your prospects will respect this more. All right. They won't necessarily know it's personalization at scale. You can do this, right? I'm not going to go through this in full detail, but that's the game. Okay. And that's just the reality if you have a high ticket product or service. But most people are just trying to do email nowadays because, we're getting lazy in 2024 here, and we don't want to do any work to try to get clients. And it's just coming at everybody's sacrifice because that story's been played out now. All right. We need to get back to a semblance of a sales process that our prospects actually respect. Okay. We can still send emails, still send cold emails, but guess what? You might need to pick up the phone. You might need to send a handwritten letter. You might need to door knock. Okay. So you need to incorporate this day and age, not just automated emails, but put in pattern interrupts, personalization, lead research. Take your time, actually find something out about your prospects. Your prospects will appreciate that at a minimum. And I call these, what'll happen is, as opposed to getting, doing fully automated emails with lower results, some of the cons is you're going to burn your leads. You're going to get more spam complaints. You're going to burn domains, and then you're going to piss off your prospects. And what happens then is you lose what I call silent buyers. So with a fully automated approach, you're going to get marked as spam more. You're going to get more replies that say, take me off your list, stop spamming me. If you go with a personalized approach, say leveraging AI here, and get higher reply rates and higher meeting rates, you're also going to get lower rates at which people tell you to take them off of your list, which opens up the opportunity for accessing more silent buyers, what I call silent buyers. Okay. Which then bleeds in to being able to retarget them on the phone. All right. So now instead of your leads self-opting out and saying, stop emailing me with a fully automated strategy, you're going to reduce that by maybe up to 50%. Okay. So now people who are engaging with your emails, if you're doing personalization in some capacity, whether you're doing it one-to-one or you're using AI personalization, now you've got a better likelihood of retargeting them on another channel. Okay. And doubling your results. So under this scenario, you're looking at maybe 37 meetings. If we retarget on the phone, if we build lead lists right and get good phone numbers, all that kind of stuff, we can double our results. But if you're just relying on automated cold emails and we're annoying prospects and they're self-deporting out of your lead list, right now we can't retarget them on other channels, say the phone or even LinkedIn. Okay, so I can't stress enough the importance of aligning. And sorry, I got a little issue with my marker here, but you have to align your effort with the value of your prospects. I hate to say it, but that's where we're at in 2024. Everybody's got a sequencer. Everybody. Okay. We're doing some things to try to make it easier and get attention with pattern interrupts with personalization inside of our sequencer. But you still need to align the effort with the value of your prospects. You cannot implement a low effort strategy into a high value prospect environment. Okay. It's just not going to work. And then you're going to curse a tool. You're going to blame it on the software. You're going to blame it on something, right? I hate to say it, but I've seen this story 1,000 times. I'm going to get on my soapbox here for a second. Okay. I've seen hundreds and thousands of customers come into Upticks and try to blast automated emails towards high value prospects. And I won't even get into the copywriting strategy, but expect to acquire high value prospects with a low value effort. It's not going to happen. Can you get some low-hanging fruit here and there? Yeah, but you're going to burn your lead list. And the more you sit around and try to fully automate your sales process with a high-value lead list, the more you're going to fail. That's just the reality. So we have to get back to some semblance of a sales process that your prospects actually respect. Your prospects don't respect your fully automated strategy with terrible copy. And although there's a lot of strategies you can do, and look, we sell better email deliverability too with Upticks, our software, a lot of features, right? But if you fix email deliverability with, say, a multi-inbox, multi-domain strategy, and now you're landing in the inbox at a higher rate, that doesn't, you can get better results or people see your emails, don't get me wrong. So you can get more low-hanging fruit. But the high-value prospects who don't respect your fully automated process are only going to tell you to take them out of your list at a higher rate now. And now we've lost more high-value prospects because of we're using a low-value effort. Okay? So I am begging everybody in 2024 to go back to some semblance of sanity, of an effort that aligns with the value of your prospects. Okay? Not a low value effort towards a high value prospects. If you have a low value product or service in a high addressable market, by all means, blast as many automated cold emails as you can, because the ROI needs to justify the effort. Okay? But it's a fool's errand. You are being sold a bill of goods. There's no silver bullet in this game of sales and outreach to think that you can fully automate your sales process for high value prospects. Yes, again, you can get some low hanging fruit. It's not a sustainable model. If you're in desperate need of results, like overnight, sure, you can probably get a client or two, but keep in mind that these are probably your most desperate prospects. And I don't mean that to disparage anybody, but your most desperate prospects are also usually the most impatient, and also the ones that typically want to pay the least. Okay, sure, they might have an immediate need, an immediate problem right now. So I'm not saying that they couldn't turn into a good prospect, but those are the prospects you're going to get if you're aligning a low value effort with high value prospects. They're also probably not going to trust you. So you might get them interested, you might get on a call, but then what's going to happen after that? Okay, they're probably not going to close right away. And there's a lot of, agency owners, which I love, by the way. We have, a lot of agencies and stuff like that too. But I'm imploring everybody, even the agency owners, to get back to a semblance of reality with outreach. And for the sake of the client and customers and people who actually need to rely on outreach in order to not basically, I don't want to say doom, but everybody's been sold a bill of goods up to this point that you can just fully automate this stuff. And yes, you can get low-hanging fruit, but it's not sustainable. Okay? And what I don't want to have happen is the name of cold outreach and outbound to continue to get a bad rap that for some reason it doesn't work. And then, you got to rely on marketing and all this kind of stuff. It does work, but we have to get back to reality and a semblance of sanity to match our effort with the value of our prospects. Okay. So whether you're somebody who is doing outbound for your business, you're an agency owner, it's time to get back to reality. There's no silver bullets in this game with outbound. Okay. You're targeting prospects from a position of weakness. I hate to say it, you're reaching out to them, and whoever speaks first loses. Okay. That's the way it works. So you're already coming from a position of weakness. Now, what we don't want to have happen is the game of outbound to continue to be drugged through the mud, that for some reason it doesn't work. Cold email doesn't work, right? It's not that cold email doesn't work. It's that people aren't aligning the strategy with the effort and the value of your prospects. I saw a couple comments here. I can't tell if that's from, yeah, it looks like YouTube. Does it stay up once live is ended? Yeah, Louis, it does. So I just decided to go live today and get on my soapbox about this this problem of low effort for high value prospects. Hey Matt, if you have any questions, if you're still on the live, feel free to ask in the comments. I'll try to check those. I'm using a one-to-many tool, so it might be a little bit delayed on the comments, but feel free to ask any questions if you have any questions. So that's my soapbox for today. I just really want to stress in 2024, we need to get back to the semblance of reality with, I know nobody wants to hear high effort, but this is the reality of the situation. Everybody has a sequencer that can blast cold emails, and it's easy to ignore them. Okay? We got to get back to a reasonable effort for our prospects. All right? And that's all I wanted to talk about today. Hopefully, some of the strategies that, of course, in the B2B game that you need to do to implement this is what I call stacking. Stack channels. And then the last problem, aside from deliverability, pattern interrupts, stacking, you need to solve, and that I'll get on my soapbox on maybe another day, is a concept called looping. I'm seeing too many people. First of all, most people are just trying to rely on just this automated email. And maybe you book 7 meetings in a month with fully automated email. Then they're not doing pattern interrupts. They're not stacking. They're not looping. Okay. And so if we combine all of those, you can get way, way better results with outreach. But I see too many people, they don't stack channels, and then they stop prospecting their leads. Okay. And then constantly just try to feed the top of the funnel with the most desperate leads. I'm gonna call out I hope in a positive way, agency owners. I know you need to get quick results for your clients. And I know clients at the same time, you need to be more patient with agency owners. This stuff takes time. Yes, the agency, like they've done this. They eat, sleep, and breathe what they're doing. But you need to give, like, it's not a silver bullet. Nobody's a silver bullet. Okay. This stuff takes time. One, if they're just doing cold email, it's really hard to get results with automated cold email. Okay. I would implore you to hire agencies who are incorporating not just email, but hyper-personalized email, channel stacking, and then looping for long-term. What I mean by looping is your agency or you as a business should have a process, okay, where you lead with, say, cold email or cold calling. You can do cold calling first and then do email later. You prospect them for a period of time. And then at the end, all right, we cool off for a period of time and we start the process over. I'm seeing, again, too many people thinking that you can never prospect your leads after you reach out to them the first time. And it couldn't be further from the truth. All right. Most times you reach out to prospects, they're not going to be interested. People are only shopping or buying, I think the stats are something like 1 to 3% of any given time. So if you're just leading with email, let's just say you're doing an automated email sequence that lasts 2 or 3 weeks, and then you're never reaching out again, what are the odds that they're going to have a problem at that point in time? Okay, so let's just take 100 leads. Okay, and let's just say the high end is 3% of your leads are shopping. Okay. You've got 3 leads. 3 leads out of 100. Now, let's say that you're only getting, let's say, a 60% open rate. Well, 60 times 3 is 1.8. All right, but now you got to take your interested rate. Okay, and your interested rate is probably something like 20%, maybe 20%. Most people I'm seeing are closer to 10%. Okay, I'll be generous. It's 20%. Okay, so let's take it times this. And that's That's an even lower number, 0.36 interested. Then you've got show rate, you got meeting book rates. That's not just bookings, that's interested rate. Then you got booking, then you got close ratios. Okay? But it doesn't mean that the other 97 aren't interested. It just means they don't have a problem right now. But if you stop prospecting these leads, what's going to happen if you don't follow up with them through what I call looping, lead looping, you're not going to unlock access to what I call silent buyers. The 97 people out of the 100 who don't have a need this second, or they're not interested this second, or they're busy. But if you stop prospecting them, what's going to happen is they're going to ask a friend, they're going to Google, they're going to go to a Facebook group or something, and they're going to find out what everyone else is using and then go with that. And so then you'll have no chance. And then you'll constantly be relegated of trying to find the needles in the haystack. Okay? And it's getting compounded. The problem here is getting compounded by people just trying to do this fully automated cold email strategy where you're getting bad email deliverability. You're constantly trying to find the needles in the haystack. And eventually you run out of leads. Okay? You burn your leads. Right? Unless you continue to nurture and follow up and channel stack and all that kind of stuff. Now it's opened up. You're not channel choking yourself and you're not rejecting your own silent buyers before their buying window. Okay? So, I guess I'm 20 something minutes into my rant here. So, and I just really wanted to get on and kind of explain this concept of matching your effort with the value of your prospects. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that for today. If your need of accelerating your outreach or getting better results with better deliverability, pattern interrupts, stacking channels, and looping for long-term sales success, feel free to reach out. We have a coaching program to help you implement it along with our software. We have, and then we also have services to help you implement it. So if you need some help, feel free to reach out, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks.